Dear students, welcome back. In this lesson, we're going to see how to use the map ratio, which we discussed in our last lesson, to find the map distance. Okay, so now we're going to have the map ratio, we're going to have further information, and we would need to find the map distance. So again, we're going to continue about the map ratio. The objective for our lesson today is to use, we're going to learn how to use the map ratio to find the map distance. Okay, so I'm going to start by recapitulating a little bit what we said in our last lesson. Okay, we said that a map ratio is written in the form 1:n, where we said that 1 was the distance represented on the map, while n was distance represented in real life. So that was our last lesson. That's from where we're going to continue. Now we're going to have the distance in real life, and in this lesson we're going to learn how to find the distance on the map. Okay, so let's start immediately by using an example. Okay, so and we'll explain from there. So we have a model of a car is made on a scale of 1:60. If in real life the car is 3.6 meters long, how long will the model be? So this time we have the model of a car. We have the scale, the map ratio. Okay, so I'm going to start from there. I'm going to explain what's that. So we have 1:60. So what does that mean? If I were you with you in class, you would have told me. I'm going to give you a few seconds chance to think it out. So 1:60 means that, for example, 1 centimeter on the map or scale is equal to 60 centimeters in real life. Okay, so what do we have here? We have a real life car which is 3.6 meters long. So the car in real life is 3.6 meters long. So we can say that if it's in real life, it's on the right hand side of our equation. So 3.6 meters in real life will be how many centimeters on this scale? Now, as you can see, we have centimeters, but here we have meters. So we have to change this 3.6 meters into centimeters. Now remember, to change from meters to centimeters, we should multiply by 100. So this is equivalent to 360 centimeters. Okay, so now we have all the units in order. We have also a simple proportion problem. That's a statement. So 360 times 1 divided by 60, because it's direct proportion, will give me the answer. So I have 360 times 1 divided by 60 gives me 6 centimeters. So the model will be 6 centimeters long. Okay, that's our first problem. Our second problem, let's work out another example. So we have two places on a map. So we have a map, and there are two places on this map. The two places are connected by a straight line. So the places are A and B. They are connected by a straight line. And we know that the distance from A to B in real life is 400 kilometers. Now on the map there is written a ratio which is 1 is to 25,000. Sorry, 250,000. And we need to find the distance on the map. Find distance AB on map. Okay, so we're going to use the information that we have to find the distance AB. So if we had to measure that with a ruler, how long would that be? So we're going to start from the map ratio which was 1 is to 250,000. We should give that ratio a unit. Now, which unit are we going to give it? We can give it any unit, in fact, millimeters, centimeters, meters, kilometers. Any unit will do, but when you are measuring on a map, what apparatus would we use? I think that normal people would use a ruler. And on a ruler there are centimeters. Because we use the metric unit. We're not going to use the inches. So we're going to use the centimeters. So we're going to say that 1 centimeter on the map is equivalent to 150,000 centimeters in real life. Remember, this is the map. Remember, this is the real life. Okay, so what further information do we have? So that is the ratio. We have used it. The further information is that the real distance from A to B is 400 kilometers. So here we have 400 kilometers. That is equal to how many centimeters on the map? Now we have a problem because these are centimeters and this is kilometers. So we have to change that kilometers to centimeters. But before changing to centimeters, we have to change to meters. So from kilometers first to meters, then from meters to centimeters. From kilometers to meters, we have to multiply by 1,000, and from meters to centimeters, we have to multiply by 100. So I'm going to write down the ratio again. I have 1 is to 250,000. How much is to 400 and another 5 zeros? So 40 million is to how much? So it's 40 million divided by 250,000. So that is 160 centimeters. Okay, that's 160 centimeters. Okay, that's another example. All right, that's another example which we have seen. Okay, I'm going to work out another example. Third example and last. So we have a map. In this map there is a square drawn. This square, the map has a ratio of 1 is to 500. The square represents a playground, play area, and the perimeter of the play area, the perimeter of the play area in real life is 20 meters. How long is the perimeter? drawn on the map. So, as we did in our previous examples, we're going to start from that ratio, okay? So I have 1:500. Let's remember for the last time that 1 represents distance on the map, 500 represents real life distance. And we know that the perimeter is equal to 20 meters. So 20 meters is how much? We're going to use a unit. We're going to use the centimeter as a unit as usual. Okay, sometimes I will tell you which unit you have to use. Okay, so if you're not told which unit, you should be safe and use the centimeters. If I tell you, give your answer in millimeters, for example, or in meters, you have to use the meter or the centimeter. So I have to change this meter to centimeters. So I have to multiply by 100. So I'm going to write down the statement again. So 1 centimeter in real life is equal to 500 centimeters. 1 centimeter on the map is equal to 500 centimeters in real life. So 2000 centimeters in real life is equal to how much on the map? And that's 2000 divided by 500. And dividing 2000 by 500, I get 4 centimeters, which is the total perimeter of the playing area drawn on that map. That was our last example for this lesson. Thank you. See you in our next lesson.